Right, there you go. A little bit of a tribute there to Mr. Bray Wyatt. Rest in peace. Fortunately, gone too soon. If you're a wrestling fan, you know what that is. So, gonna miss him. He was very charismatic and somewhat of an influence in the realm of the Tetris friendlies when we do all these things. He's very charismatic and smart and just interesting, wild things. That kind of was an inspiration for me to do a lot of that stuff here. It is the king of the restreams, hanging out with you tonight, and as you heard just a little while ago, typing away furiously is a very busy man that was hanging out with me in Hartford, helping to organize the Northeast Regional that we just did, which was a fantastic show. And of course, he's preparing for Dr. Mario World Championships along the way too, just nonstop for the rest of the year. It is Mr. Christopher Bidwell. Sir, good evening. Unless maybe he was on mute. He's on mute. Did he step away? We heard him typing furiously.
Am I in?
There you are. We can hear you. How are you, sir?
I was great until I hit the wrong button to remove the wrong window. Such a boomer.
But
how are you, King?
That's okay. I'm doing well. How about you, sir, this evening? Hopefully everything going well.
I'm well. Lots of meetings this week. Lots of exciting things to come in the Tetris scene and my Dr. Mario scene as well. Real excited about the upcoming months.
I'm excited too. I'm very excited with Dr. Mario, and of course Portland is another big thing. So a lot of great stuff about to come up and take place. And hey, what else is coming up is we got two handsome devils about to do battle, and there they are, the best of 99 season number 3. We're coming down to the end here, Chris. This is the end. We're down to the final leg, and this is a huge night. We're going to go into round number 9 for these guys. So only 3 rounds left to go, including tonight, 9, 10, and 11. And Jeff is the magic number, Bidwell. We're down to 1.
One game and one round, if I'm not mistaken. If Alex does have a chance, he can pull out these 3 remaining sessions, 9, 10, and 11. He could take the series of series, the Electoral College. So not all said and done yet tonight, but Jeff is on the precipice of taking everything tonight if everything goes according to his plan.
Well, we'll see. I mean, the man is a very smart man, and I'm sure he's going to look to try to close it out, get the early victory. Obviously, just one game away to win reach the number 50. So he'll win in the game's point of view. But as you have said before, Chris, the sets also are important to look at. And that would be so funny to look back in the annals of history that Jeff would have the most games won in the best of 99, but still could come out the loser in the sets if Alex can run it back and take these next 3. So huge night. It's going to determine a lot going into the final couple of weeks. So
imagine the protests in the street if that happens. There'd be clamoring for a constitutional amendment. All kinds of bad things will happen, but I'm all here for it.
I'll never hear the end of it here. So let's kind of just jump right into it as we are getting set. Players should be live and doing their warm-ups and all that good stuff. A little bit of a John Cena Bominos, of course. So Bominos, let's take a look at the picture. What's happening here in the world of the best of 99? Well, pretty simple. There it is. Best of 99 house rules tell you that players start on level 18 only, as that's what we always do. It's very simple. And I'll pause that for a second because then you won't be able to hear me. So we have best of 99, and it's simple. The level 18 only players will restart the match if they top out at under 100k, because that's part of the rule set. We have the Louis Scooey development that we have that came up with that wonderful idea, and that allows players to get redos if they have kind of bad games to start off, because we want to see them play all the way. And part of that is the mullining effect. Mullining games is at the discretion of the player, so they are more than welcome to do mullining all day long should they choose. And of course, we're going to play 9 games over an 11-week period, so we get through all of that nonsense. You can see the result from last week. 7-2 was the finish between Jeff and Alex. And Bidwell, you weren't here for last week, so we had your friend Mr. Vince Clemente joined us last week, and he shared some really fun stories behind the scenes of Ecstasy of Order. So for those that did not check it out, I implore you to check the VOD here on Twitch, or if you're a YouTuber, well, that episode will be coming out in a couple of weeks, so you can check that out and relive the magic that Vince gave us with all his wonderful stories.
Sure, there's some Prime Bidwell insults in there too, I'm guessing.
There was actually quite a few, yes. So if you're Bidwell, just hit the fast forward button. If anybody else, please hit the rewind button so you can hear it several times. So, Chris, we are coming down. This is it. August 30th is round number 9, as mentioned, the big one, and then we got the final 2. We will have one next week after Labor Day, will be September 6th, and then the final one right before the end of summer. We'll have an extra week just left, the September 13th finale. And I don't know if they're going to get it live. That would be really something sweet. I'll have to talk to them off to the side. But, if not, that's okay. It'll still be a good one. And what?
Oh, I'm excited.
Of course, yes, Bidwell is very excited. And what would it be without some facts, some keys to victory from our good friend, Mr. Chris Bidwell? He's more than welcome to share his thoughts for this round number 9. Vince actually had some really good keys to victory last week, Bidwell, and Jeff took his advice, and that's why Jeff ended up finishing 7-2. So we'll see if maybe Jeff or Alex will take your advice and see if they can get to victory road. Go ahead.
Well, Jeff is obviously, we said the magic number is 1, so really, if he gets his 1 max out, that probably would take the whole thing. Jeff, I think this whole series, it's Jeff has been the favorite, but when he kind of gets out of sync at all, Alex pounces. So that's kind of been the story here. Alex has been primed and ready to overtake Jeff the moment he stumbles. So if you're Alex, typically his game is more on the conservative old school side. Once you get to level 19, let it go. Just go for all Tetrises, take those risks. What's the point at this point? You're facing a juggernaut. If you can only win 27 more games in a row, you might take the whole series. So like I said, that magic number is not 0 yet. So why the heck not? And bragging rights are still on the table. Even if he loses the game 50, he can still take 3 more sets here and make it quite the conversation piece, I think, in Portland and in future lore on Discord servers and other social medias and text messages and however the kids communicate these days. It'd be quite the fun story.
A great point of view from our friend, Mr. Chris Bidwell. Once again, going to go the knowledge to the players, and hopefully they will run with it. So good stuff as always, Chris. Very good stuff. So we're going to double check. Players are live and ready to go. That's always a good thing. Let's just head straight on over, Chris, to that scene. Player.
Got a microphone for Alex there. Nice. And the Sharps X68000. Very obscure Japanese powerhouse PC back in the day. One that has eluded my collection.
Would they have that at any of the retro gaming expos, Chris?
If they did, it'd be probably 4 digits, so I can't do housing. I can't do a house payment on a console. My wife would kill me. Not gonna lie.
Well, maybe you can eat into that and just get a shirt like Alex and just feel like
yeah, good plan.
All right, so
seed up.
We have the seed up there for those of you that would like to play here in Twitch live or YouTube. If you're watching along, it is 9634 FC, like a football club. 96, that's a good year. 34 FC. Bidwell, any famous Cincinnati Reds with the number 34?
Can't think of any off the top of my head. Maybe was Dave Parker 34, 39? I think he was 39. And when I see FC, I think Famicom. It's just, Nintendo themed here.
Oh, that's a good point. Yes. All right.
I'm gonna everybody complain about hearing my typing here.
Well, that's okay. We'll be fine. But if you could kindly count them down. This is huge game number 1 to start tonight.
Magic number 1 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
And they're off, Chris. They're off and running. As mentioned, huge game. This is game number 73 of 99. We are closing in on the end finally. And that's how we know summer's coming to an end, right, Chris? Man, it's been too fast. I love this series, and I can't wait to do it again next year. Got to do it just as big and better. And, if Jeff, obviously looking like victory is right there for him, he just needs one more game. Kind of tough for him to kind of blow the next like 26 in a row or something like that. But at the end of the day, it looks like he's going to be the man on top. Should he come back for a season 4 to defend the title?
I mean, that's his belt. It's his option, but it's been a great privilege to have him these past couple years. Oh, Alex, early on, not feeling it.
Yeah, he had a couple of tough drops there that have forced him to accommodate the board in a way that he's going to have to just have burn chambers left and right. Still can get out of this. He can certainly find his way through, and that really shows the prowess of Alex here, Chris, that he's a gamer. Like, his board was absolutely dreadful, and they could have said, you know what, let's do the redo. I just want to top out. But no, he's digging it through like if it's competition, like real competition.
Every season of this, that's always been on the board. And maybe Ben pulled that kind of crap once or twice, but generally other players have not done that. The spirit of not topping out early. And this is a dirty Tetris setup here for Alex Kerr. He's only getting the triple, 1 Mino short. But resolution is nigh for Alex Gitaru. And really the deficit is only a couple Tetrises, so not the disaster it could have been.
No, really great job from Alex to dig through and find a way to stay alive. That honestly, like I said, he could have just thrown in the towel and said, F it. I don't want to keep going. Instead, he fought through.
There's our 100,000 point threshold. No false start here in game 1.
And I'm going to get a prediction here going for the fans, because I'm sure people that are joining us right now live on Twitch would say, hey, can we put some channel points on this match? I'm going to vote for Alex. I got to root for my favorite, right, Bidwell?
Oh, absolutely. Gotta get that gambling Jones taken care of. Risk-free to your finances so you can afford that sharp X68,000. Look at this column 3 work from Alex, finally shifting over. Oh, and of course he cleans it up in early shifts. The T. Kind of the classic misstep. You relax for a brief second.
Oh, Jeff definitely feeling a little relaxed. He got it way high, almost flew too close to the sun there, Chris, and was able to get that long bar down the right channel. He's going to get another one to slam. 306 for Jeff through 83 lines. Very good start for him. Alex, after that wonky start, he's keeping up here, Chris. He's at 242 through 76, so he's really made the most of it.
Well, let's see what happens at 19 if we can get there.
And of course, welcome in Burb Wizard is here, Bidwell. He's in reference to the gambling of channel points, as by people you mean G's, right? Of course, G's the known gambler of Classic Tetris. Someone that Bidwell, like, he's all in. I don't know if you know who G's is, but G's is a Classic Tetris player from Canada that loves channel points. He goes in puts all the chips in, doesn't care who he's playing. He'll throw in like 100k channel points on like a Marts game. He doesn't care.
Wow. So asked me the famous 34s in Cincinnati Reds lore. Well, I know it's famous 14 in Cincinnati Reds lore, but had quite the same issue that G's does. So.
Oh well, yes.
Kind of careful with that.
Yeah. He was definitely a Philly fanatic one time.
Yeah, we don't want to. Oh, Jeff. Diving board here gets the line over. Will he sell at his board? He does not sell his board for that last Tetris. He's in cleanup mode, knowing he has that lead of about 80,000 points. And also the transition coming up soon. So this is Alex's chance to close up that gap before transition.
Yeah, a lot of mess going on this board for Mr. Dig It Out. He's got 9 lines left to go to resolve it. If he gets the right piece sequence here, it certainly can do it. Those squares, not too helpful in that realm. Lombard will go to the right side, and then another one down in column 4. Does not
5
adjust.
lines left.
Here we go, Bidwell. Can he dig out?
Okay, he's got 1/3 up the board. That's about as high as you want to be comfortably if you're Jeff Moore.
Look at him go, Bidwell. He's finding the saws. He's getting the piece movements. Nice adjustment. He's got the well open. And he goes aggressive.
Nicely done. But I think in terms of pace, I think Alex has basically tied this up. He's at 477 with 5 lines to go before transition.
Yeah, Jeff transitioned with about a 470 and change. So Alex gonna have the higher transition going in. So pace wise, it's pretty neck and neck, Bidwell. Why don't we just get it going?
Yes.
Let's just get it going.
Alex with the didn't shift enough. We'll get the Tetris here. We'll solve this with a couple of burns. So 580 Jeff Moore, 512 Alex Kerr. Alex with the line dependency. He needs to get this back down and get back into scoring position. It looks like he will here. This is quite the drama here. Alex not giving away that last number in magic number 1 here at the start.
Yeah, very good, strong fight in Alex right now. Not laying down at all for Mr. Jeff. And you can see getting set up. There we go. Bang! Tetris for Alex. He'll go to 576. Jeff at 670. It's less than 100,000 point lead. Jeff will increase it to over 100K. But he's also 3 levels ahead at this point. And he hangs the long bar. He'll have to... Oh, he hangs another one here, Chris.
Uh-oh. Gets it over.
Gets it over.
He's
for the
line dependent on the left. Now he's line dependent all over the place. He's basically going to sell out his board. Alex Kerr has a chance.
Wow, excellent flat plays here for Jeff. That J is perfectly timed.
Hangs it down, about 100,000 point deficit for Alex Kerr, but he's also 20 lines behind, so he has quite the advantage.
Wow.
Can Jeff get this solved? Now he's finally getting the pieces. Another Tetris for Alex. 749, 658. 27 lines to go for Jeff Moore.
Really hot K number 1 already cooking off. Alex is like, you want to win, buddy? I'm going to make you have to suffer and sweat. It's not going to be an easy one. Jeff has fixed the board. He's Tetris ready. Wants the long bar. Here it comes. Bang! Tetris.
Alex is back within 2 Tetrises. And he's got a lot more runway. Oh boy, that's square. Oh, we can't. Alex, give him the line. Give him the line. Doesn't have to sell at the board.
That left side's so tough for Alex, though.
Left. Oh, he can't get to the left. That could be it, King.
Oh, man, what a valiant effort.
What a fight.
What a valiant effort. Unbelievable from Alex Kerr. Man, what a battle. But unfortunately, he's going to fall just short in that one. And Mr. Jeff, crazy dig out here, Bidwell. Look at him. Sigh of relief knowing he's done it. Game number 50 belongs to him. Well done. GG's there.
When was the series decided last year? Was it round 9? All right, players, go ahead and adjust your seeds here. Lost King for a moment. Absolutely. We got readies and a hover 3, so we'll count them down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And Louis Scooey with the jokes decided last year when Ben lost his first round. LOL. So here we go. Game number 2. Alex was looking strong there. I think if it weren't for that wonky beginning, that could have gone the other way for sure. But both players are definitely warm here. Simul Tetris. And the brilliant adjustments from Alex Kerr. Finally getting Tetris ready. That's why you keep the double wide well. Takes the 2 squares to get back to safety. Finally nails down the Tetris. 55-53 early on round 2. I like this double well modern Tetris strats here going for Alex Kerr. both players are feeling it. Jeff is as smooth as ever. Had a pretty unremarkable pre-transition game last time. Ran into a little bit of trouble post-transition, but maintained that lead all throughout. So both players have passed the threshold again. I don't know what the streak was last week with penalties, but so far we're perfect, 2 for 2. This seed doesn't seem like there's an exceptional number of line pieces, so both players are playing very efficiently despite a lack of lines.
All right, Chris, thank you for keeping the players involved there. Had to take care of something. Chris got to hear the behind the scenes of what's going on. But of course, that's just how home life is, right, Chris? When you got a kiddo doing nonsense, well, you're gonna hear it. So that's bottom line. But anyway, good start for both. 224 to 196. We got Lois Gooey in the house, the inventor of the best of 99 here at Bidwell. He likes to play along. Kind of told me that he watches the VOD and he says, I like to play along with the seeds and see how well he does. He got a couple of 900 games against these guys.
Nice.
It's like, I could have beaten them.
Jeff's a little trouble here. Mino might keep him from burning. He's got one hole in his board, so he does get the Tetris, so that's the solve there. Get it back down. That could have festered if he didn't take care of it. Now Alex is dealing with his own festering issues here, and he's going to solve a little bit differently. But he also gets down to safety. 281, 248. Jeff Moore ahead by about 10 lines. Alex desperately trying to get this down. A little more down stacking should take care of it.
I was like trying to maybe set up something dirty here, Chris.
Ooh,
another dirty triple. Just coming up a little short on those. You can see though the aggression. He's feeling confident in his 18 right now, which is good to see. Kind of had some of those moments last week too, when he was playing. And I mean, there were flashes. There were flashes of the brilliance that we know of Alex. Just Jeff basically did what he did in that last game. Oh man, a miscalculation of the piece placement there, and Alex is gonna fall.
That's gonna be it.
269 as Jeff gets a winner's kiss from his young lady right there. Daddy, you're winning! Yay! 401 for Jeff. He's got to take a 2-0 lead early on in this round here, Bidwell, and he's only now. He had one magic number, which was to get to 50. He is now the magic number down to 3 to win the sets. Oh my God, Alex, you got to get to work, baby. Welcome in. Emily Leia has been having a tough week here so far, Chris, but says Tetris is the cure to relieve them of their stress, and I'm so glad you have chosen to do that here tonight with us. So,
and thank you for your service. I'll just leave it at that.
So they just played A7, so that's going to leave us to B8, I believe. Alex can confirm because he's the seed master. B8 should be the seed, and I will pin that here in the chat so I can try to keep track because I don't want to forget.
Go away, we're baiting. Sorry, that was unnecessary.
Well, as long as you didn't say a different word in front of that too, then we're okay. Count it down, Chris. We're going to go to game number 3, you retro master.
3, 2, 1 Tetris. We got the disapproval handshake of Alex Kerr. That made my night.
Hey now, says Burb Wizard.
Oh man.
Hey now.
I hope that wasn't my fault. Oh, Alex. Can he get this over? Yes, he can. So this is clean upable.
So Chris, I guess while Alex is gonna try to dig out and make sure he can stay alive, he's got a dirty setup, but I'll take the trouble. All right, so let's wait to see what Alex can do first before we kind of talk about Hartford, man. I'm sure people want to hear how our reflections about this past weekend of Class Tetris action and the arrival of the 4 horsemen. You know, Bidwell, a lot of people talk about how wrestling and Tetris kind of have very much similar storylines and tendencies they go about. Well, you couldn't have written it any better than what happened this past weekend, correct?
We had about 20 minutes to go. We had Cole with a sizable lead in the qualifying period, and then all of a sudden, you had Huff, you had the world champions show up. Just four of them all just came in and run roughshod across the leaderboards, and quite the spectacle. Getting them all squeezing in games and making their mark on a tournament. It was, you know, as a tournament organizer, you're kind of annoyed by it, but as a viewer, that's pretty fun.
Oh yeah, no, it added so much drama to the final 20 minutes, and basically just you had Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, right, Lex Luger, all just strum right on in there, right, Bidwell, and they took the chairs.
Brian Pillman.
You want some Brian Pillman? Sure, we can have
Yeah.
Brian Pillman. Why not? You want Steve Mongo McMichael too? I mean,
Yeah, I'm a
Zempro-
Norwood kid. I'm like, you know,
Zemper
I'm
was
always
playing the
gonna
role of. I'm sorry, go ahead, Bidwell.
I was always going to stand some Brian Pillman. I'm a graduate of Norwood High School along with him.
Okay.
And one of my fondest memories of 8th grade when he came and told us to not do drugs.
And Junior's here is not happy, not happy at all. He's very upset. Chris is very upset.
But I will say, Junior did get knocked out. But there was some moments during the bracket when Vance nearly took down the world champ, went to a decider. The match was so intense it broke OBS.
It did.
Don't believe me, watch the VOD.
It did. No spoilers for those that have not seen that, of course, but certainly good stuff. So make sure you check it out. I'm sure that'll be on the YouTube down the road as well, and you can see that in its full glory of the Northeast Regional. 272 for Jeff, 137 for Alex. So again, that suffered beginning for Alex, getting him
Got
off to
out
the
of
wrong
it though.
foot.
See, that's the glory of this format here. It's, and I suspect if I think Alex is confirmed coming out to Portland, and I think he will have a much better go at it this year than last year. I think that's the number one reason to do these.
I would agree. I mean,
99s.
I mean, simply put, you know, we've seen him go toe-to-toe with Jeff right now. He just put up a really high 700K score. He was not doing anything near that last year. Kind of had some early top-outs in his round match that he played in the silver bracket. So I got a feeling, Chris, that, you know, he's got a good chance to make a little bit of a run in A bracket. And, of course, we have a special bracket that's going to be happening, too, as well. We're trying to gather some legends, and I mean, how could you not include that man there on the right?
Both of these two, of course, but let's see how it all plays out in October. Which, man, that's only a month and a half from now. It's kind of like sneaking up on us. Like, I keep thinking it's way off in the distance, but we're starting to make our final plans the other night, and it's kind of starting to hit me how serious it's all getting.
Yeah, just seven.
The dirty Tetris Jeff Moore.
Yeah, that was pretty filthy.
That's how you clean up a mess.
Indeed. He's got about 25 more lines to go to rectify this. Certainly he could do it. He's got a center well already set and ready to go in honor of his friend Quaid. 370 for Jeff, 268 for Alex. This one kind of a low-scoring affair, but survivability has been well done and entertaining. And we got Willie B here in the chat. Colin is answering his questions, which is nice of him, but was asking here, Bidwell, what does best of 99 mean? I'm new here. Well, welcome in, Willie B. Remember, Willie B's played some friendlies in the past, so good to see you coming back, and hopefully we'll see you in some action down the road. But as Colin mentioned, they're going to play 99 games, and this is round number 9, so this is game 73 to 81 tonight. They've been playing all summer long, play 9 games each week to get to 99, which is only 2 more weeks away, Chris. I'm kind of sad that this is ending.
I am too. I like hanging out with you every week. Made even last weekend even more special that we got to see each other in person again after, I guess it's been a year. I don't think we've seen each other at a regional this year, so it had been like 8 months. So
yeah,
10 months.
Been too long, my friend. Yep.
518 transition, Jeff Moore. So again, those 500,000 point transitions. Jeff Moore is a machine.
Yeah,
He's dealing with some issues though.
Yeah, he got somewhere around the 450 plus K marker there. He's just been starting to take a run now. He's on level 21 while Alex is still on 18. He's waiting on one last bar. He's going to have to skim in and take the double for safety. The long bar finally comes for his Tetris. 441 to 557. So Alex, pace-wise here again, Chris, he's actually not too far up. He's about a Tetris difference in the pace. So we'll see if he can make the most of this run now.
But you see what he's doing there. He's taking the safety triples early on in transition, and that's the conservative, proper, old-school gameplay that a lot of the legends like to employ. But against Jeff Moore, maybe you don't waste that line piece for a triple. Maybe you put that to the left and hope for another one and score the Tetris. So those little decisions, hard to break old habits.
And it's hard to not get a long bar again. This poor man.
That too.
Oh,
get over. There we go. All right.
Wow. Nice job, Alex Kerr.
It.
Yeah, what a beautiful solve. I'll throw the long bar all the way to the left.
There was a moment where he could have taken another triple, and he did not this time. So hopefully my advice won't backfire and make me look even dumber than I really am.
Right. Well, I mean, you gave him the advice that there's nothing to lose at this point, right? It's just got to go all in, get aggressive. This is the training ground for him to see what he can do at CTWC. He knows the game has changed, and he's hanging in there with Jeff. 544 to 668. Jeff will slam another Tetris to go to 699, but he's on level 25. Alex still two levels behind.
The 20 line difference, it's so remarkably consistent with these two. And you would think that's a disadvantage, but every time it seems in these situations, Jeff has come out on top. You've got to think at some point it's going to backfire. Alex with the Jeff's in trouble. Jeff's going to top it on 704. So Alex curting to 705. He has about 50 lines of runway here. So you can't really line it out. He's going to need at least one Tetris. We'll see how he plays it up, but he's nice and low. And saying easy money.
All right, we'll see.
That's a little too early to say that. Don't want to jinx. Need the line pieces. Oh, man. Gets it, but sells out his board a bit. 682. Oh, now they can't get anything to the left.
Yeah, he took a big gamble trying to go long bar to the left. Thought maybe he could make it.
Not like this. Oh,
yeah, he knew it. He knew
That's all Clemente's fault.
We'll blame Vince Clemente on that one. 682 for Alex. He was less than a Tetris away from getting there, but he took a gamble with a long bar trying to go left instead of right. And that is the end. Jeff, another win. It's 3-0. Magic number is 2. And Alex confirming missed the quick tap on that one, but pretty risky game, right? Pretty risky gamble from him there, Bidwell. He could have thrown the long bar to the right, and then he still had time. Less than a Tetris. Doubles and triples could be the friend there.
I had to say, after the first Tetris, then the lineout situation might have been better. But you're in the moment, you're feeling it. You feel it until you don't, and it's literally just milliseconds away from taking that game.
And we are milliseconds from seeing what's going to happen in this fourth game. Bidwell, count him down. It's C9 as the seed.
3, 2, 1, Tetris. Double squares. 3 squares.
Well, if they ever get to 8, then they can talk to me about that.
If I ever see that, I'm gonna plug that seed in myself. Alex having to forego the Tetris, but cover up as well right before the line piece. He's gonna get out of this though, and bangs down Tetris number 1.
We've got the Pinball Whiz 45B here in the chat. Is this the Jeff? It is certainly the boom Tetris for Jeff. Everybody knows. It's him, the king of the friendlies.
Careful the word "the" there, pal. Might get sued by the Ohio State University.
Oh, I wouldn't want to have that happen. No, I don't want that to happen. We don't need Vince to get a cease and desist at all.
No. All legal things go to Pinball Whiz 45B.
And of course, Emily Leah hanging out still. Big fan of Alex Rudin. Says, I believe.
We all do. We've seen him pull it off several times this series.
Oh, early shift there for Alex.
Alex, get it over. All right, well, he's crossed the threshold. See, could have let that top out. Nope, Alex is a fighter.
little bit of rough placements that happened there for Alex, and I was trying to figure out how can I burn this out using as few lines as possible. Might even think about playing a little dirty. See how he goes. He's at 117. Jeff at 172. Jeff only ahead now by about 8 lines. He's going to continue to push down.
Bad board and bad parity for Alex. Curry doesn't have places for some of those L's and J's. I like the cover up of the well with the T. Nice little clever play there. Now he's got the well open for a column 4 Tetris. And he's going to keep playing that from there.
We've seen him do this throughout Bidwell in the last several weeks. That he's been going different columns, and now he's going to switch over to a left well. How about that?
I'm liking it. Of course, the big surprise last weekend, or the big treat, was seeing one Matt Bucco make his first post-pandemic appearance, I think, at a live event.
Yes.
Has it been that long?
It's been that long. Last time we saw him was at the World Championships in 2019. That was his last appearance at a live event. He did participate in the silver bracket of 2020, where he was eliminated in the second round of that one. I believe he lost to a tapper. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but
Alex keeping that left well open, and Jeff a little line dependent here. This could be an issue. He might not get anything over that left there. Barely gets the line over. He's going to solve this, but it's only a 50,000 point difference here. And Jeff's got 3 or 4 lines to solve before he's back in scoring position.
I mean, look at this bid. Well, I mean, Jeff's not worried about
beautiful.
Jeff's not worried about the scoring position. He was just like, let me fix this up, bros, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do. He's just so good, Chris. He's just so good at the dash control. Colin in the chat was saying he's a huge Jeff fan. He just loves getting the chance to watch him because he doesn't play that often any longer in the competitive scene. But it's such a treat. It's such a treat to see how good he is.
I got to thank you, King. I mean, not only for this best of 99, for getting the vets involved in your friendlies, and openly campaigning to get players like Matt Bucco out to the live events. Like the scene enjoys it, and I saw that smile on Bucco's face when everybody was chanting his name, just like the old days. The young players don't thumb their noses up at the veterans; they do enjoy their presence at these events, and much appreciated on me as a viewer and as a commentator.
And Wingfire coming in hot says, I'm sure Jeff and Alex have a good chance of making the gold bracket this year. Again, we'll talk to players at the end of the series. We have our post-game interview when we get to round number 11, and we will get their thoughts and impressions of the series in general, and what their intentions are for Portland this year. As Chris has mentioned, and Vince actually was here last week, he said Alex has been every single year since 2010, whether he was able to participate or not. He's just been there. And why would you break the streak at this point? You got to demand. Why would you?
Yeah, he's Cal Ripken.
Yeah, you got to continue. Got to keep the Iron Man going. Anyways, we're gonna keep this going. It's 478 for Jeff. He's already on level 20. We already know that because he's just on fire. 406 for Alex. He will look to get one last touch, but he's gonna set up a delayed burn and just go right in at 430. So again, pretty close transition game for both players. It just comes down to who's gonna have the 19 to stay alive, and right now Jeff has been very strong with it.
And absolutely, and I've enjoyed Alex's transition games, like getting it down low, getting ready for that change, anticipating the speed difference and getting used to that speed difference. It's just he hasn't been able to get that perfect game where everything comes together. He's had those strong 19 games with those wonky starts at 18. But this could be the game. He had the chase down last time. He's only down by 2 Tetrises.
He's got some good safety burns. Again, no long bar.
The 20 line difference again. consistently.
Yeah, just
555, 556. Get the necks out, King.
You know, producer Bidwell speaks and I obey. Because we got a neck alert. It is a pretty tight game. 616 to 559. Jeff's kind of slammed a couple of Tetrises to give himself some breathing room, but Alex right back at it. And another one for Jeff. But again, the line count is going to be the story of this one. Can Alex hang in? He's been hanging in the last couple of games here, Chris. As you mentioned, just not been able to find that perfect setup to just keep it clean. And the aggression pays off for him. He had a couple of chances. Yeah. Old school Alex would have taken those long bars and take the doubles and triples. He said, no, I gotta catch Jeff. Let's go. Nothing to lose. No fear for Kataru. An aggressive Akibar too.
Yeah, that's a problem prone because it attracts pieces to stick to it. And he can't burn that down, and he went for it. 660 to 758. Jeff somehow increasing that lead. Alex is not playing poorly. It's just the level of aggression on Jeff Moore's board. Now again, the pace is, oh boy. Alex hang next square. Can't get a line spin. Oh, and he's going to give it up. Game 4 is no more, and Jeff Moore takes it.
There's another one for Jeff there. Alex was trying to go long bar right to give himself the ability to start burning in the middle. He's going to try to get that right side there and then go with some build up on the left, maybe some flat burns to try to chop it down. But it didn't pan out. Jeff will get to level 29 again for the second time tonight. It's 876. As Bedwell says, game 4 is no more. The magic number was 1 going in tonight for the games. It is now down to 1 for the sets. Pretty good games tonight, Chris. These guys are really hammered home.
One sort of dud in game 2 with only like a 200,000 or so for Alex, but everything else has gotten into mid transitions, and Alex is taking the advice and playing more aggressive, and he's missing out because of that aggression, but that's the only way he's keeping up with Jeff Moore.
Yeah. No, I think if he was playing a little bit safer or whatnot, I mean, look, Jeff went to 29 in 2 out of the 4 games already. So it's like Alex needs to keep up that aggression, because otherwise he's trying to wait till the end. He may not have enough time. So he's doing the right thing. It's just Jeff is on it tonight. There's no stopping him at this point.
Well, one last try here. Count him down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
Alex needs to win the rest of the night. He's going to have to go 5-0 to stop Jeff and keep the sets alive in his favor. Jeff 1 game win away.
A little clontress here, King. Look at this. A little clontress.
How about that?
Not quite a simul Tetris, but they were very, very close for the first dozen pieces or so. That's always fun.
Oh, it is always fun, yes. There was actually recently a game played, I believe it was in the Classic Tetris League, where Maestro and Kira, I believe, were playing a match and got 33, was it 33 pieces? Colin's here, he can, I think it was a 33-piece exact clontress going on. The same exact piece sequence, they had the same exact build for 33 pieces straight.
Wow. So Jeff has passed the threshold, and we are a perfect 4 for 4 so far, and Alex with one more Tetris will be right on the cusp. There it is. So 5 for 5. How did we do last week with that?
We did pretty well, actually. We did pretty well, I think. I remember Vince, I think we only had maybe 1 or 2. Let me go back in the history books real quick. Be able to grab that very quickly. Yeah, actually, we were perfect with the exception of one game. So I counted in the history books there was 0 full starts. They went for 9 for 9. However, there was a sequence where Jeff was a little itchy trigger finger and he started on the seed a little too early. Not once, not twice, but thrice, pretty much. So
Wow.
he couldn't help himself. He really liked that
jumpy.
seed number. I really liked it. So we had to redo one of the games about 3 times, but we don't count the full start because it was just jumping the gun a little bit. I say he's smiling. He knows. There, Bidwell. He's laughing it up.
Another close one here. 244, 215. 10-line difference. Both players are laughing it up. We're just having fun, King. This is the only thing that could be better is if we were all doing this in person. So I know that we'll all get to see each other again someday soon. Whether it's Portland, whether that's a regional, wherever it's going to be, I'm going to treasure that time when it does happen.
As we should, you never know. We're never guaranteed tomorrow. You can only do what you can today, right? And
yeah,
kind of talked about that earlier with Bray Wyatt and things like that. You just never know what tomorrow may bring. So you gotta live in the now. And if you have the opportunity to go out to these events and see your friends, because who knows, right? Who knows?
I think it was 2019. Having lunch at Burgerville with my wife and Alex, and Friday Witch was there, and a couple others, and just randomly happened. We didn't plan it. Just, oh hey, we're all at Burgerville. Let's hang out and talk about life and jobs and Tetris and everything else. And it seems mundane and weird, but like you said, you just never know what'll happen down the road. So maybe you'll never get to see these people again in real life. So enjoy the times when you can.
Without question. 317 for Alex. 370 for Jeb. Both players having a bit of a situation.
Oh, Alex needs something in that. Oh, he sold out, and nicely done, Alex Kerr.
Yeah, kind of snaked in that L to slither it through. Very fancy job.
He played that at the very end, waiting for a better piece. He could have played a suboptimal piece in that gap and decided to wait it out, and it paid off. And of course, one of my fondest Jeff memories is going to a Vegas qualifier, and we're all hanging out at the Pinball Hall of Fame. And he's like, I never knew this place existed. I should bring my kids next time.
Absolutely good stuff there. 337 for Alex, 470 for Jeff. Alex nodding his head. He likes what he was doing. He's going to play up on this row 1, perhaps, throwing everything over to that left side.
Cleveland Gaming Classic, that is a maybe. I work on Saturdays, but maybe, I think it's a 2-day event. If they're doing the Tetris on Sunday, maybe I can do a bit of a road trip. So stay tuned.
Oh, what an interesting play there from Alex. He had the opportunity to burn that hole down, and instead he's like, I'm going to do it this way by Tetrising. Man. Very cheeky.
500,000 point transition again. Jeff is just snapping those 450, 500 transitions. Alex has potential to get there, but as we've seen in these previous games, he likes to play the transition conservatively so that he's ready for that speed change.
Jeff already on level 20. 559 for him. He may get to 21 before Alex transitions. Alex still has 6 lines left to go. Kind of fumbled the ball there on that long bar. Yeah, because he saw the Z was coming to fill in the spot he needed, but he couldn't make the adjustment in time, and now he's in a situation here, Bidwell.
2 lines to go. That square's going to put him transition halfway up the board. That's dangerous. Can't get it over. That's going to do it. And at 9:35 p.m. on August 30th, 2023, Classic Tetris 1 has declared Jeff Moore the winner of the Best of 99 Season 3 2023.
Congratulations to Jeff. Yeah, he's done it, as Bidwell just said. He has closed it out. He'll be the official winner when all the smoke is cleared. But the great thing about the Best of 99 series here, Bidwell, is that we're playing all 99 games. We don't stop now. We don't stop. We keep going. We're going to the end.
Party. Yeah. This is a kicking after party. We still got 20-some games to go.
But definitely do. So now this point is where Alex is just gonna go balls to the wall. You got nothing to lose again. You know, you got nothing to lose going into the game this evening. But now just take it to the house, man. Just go balls to the wall in every single one. Jeff has secured the series. Congratulations to Jeff yet again. 2 seasons in a row, your champion. Defeats Ben Mullen last season. He's now defeated Alex Kitaru Kerr in this one. So congratulations to him. So players, this is our halftime spot. Now that we've gone through the first 5 games, so you know what to do. You can do your fingers, take a break, use the restroom, grab a water, a whiskey, whatever your desire is. And we're going to take our ad break here. But before we take an ad break, certainly, we have to kind of promote a few things here, Bidwell, right? We got to do a little promotion. Because if I don't do that, then Vince will get mad at me. So certainly, let's get a promotion going on here. If I remember, did I add that card? I probably didn't add that card. No, I did not add that card. So I gotta add that. I gotta add it now. So bear with me. Bidwell's watching behind the scenes right now. But what you can do is, in the meantime, you can go ahead and get a subscription to this channel. That's the most important thing, because we're going to also take an ad break along the way. And subscriptions are very important because they avoid getting ads for you. You don't have to get an ad during the ad breaks. You can sit and watch all the jank. You can hear the King and Bidwell talk about stories from 1994 and all that great stuff. And plus, you get all the wonderful emotes that are available here on Classic Tetris. We've talked about them many, many times over. And I gave a suggestion to Vince today about a new emote involving our friend Pumpy Heart. And you may see that one very, very soon. I hope we can get that one up and running, because it was a damn good idea, not going to lie. So make sure you get it. Only $4.99 on the desktop, $5.99 on mobile. Come on, people. You know you got the money. You can spend it. Just do it. Use it all.
Yeah,
it's so good.
They still do the Prime subs. You get a free sub if you have Amazon.
Absolutely, yeah. And of course, if you have that Amazon Prime sub, you can use it here on Classic Tetris. So many good emotes. It's worth it. So do it now before we go to an ad break and maybe hear a Bidwell story. But before we do that, we're going to throw it here, Bidwell. We're going to transition on over to something really, really cool for you, the players of Classic Tetris, and maybe fans out there. This is coming. This is happening. This is for real. Esport jerseys, just like you see the real big-time gamers have. We're in that same boat. This is a legit esport. It was declared back in 2019 at CTWC. Right, Bidwell, Mr. Alexei Pajitnov says, this is a real esport now. So,
yes,
he said it. And you can also be a real esport gamer with the CTWC logo. Look at those beautiful personalized jerseys that Sharky has put together. He is the man. Such a great graphic designer. And this is for you. So if you're coming out to Portland at the Retro Gaming Expo this October 13th to the 15th, you can get yours. Pre-orders are being taken right now, and we're making sure you got to meet that deadline. That's the crucial part, right, Bidwell? We got to get them in before September the 17th.
Very, very limited.
Yep.
Very limited. If these go away, you will probably not get a second chance to get these. This is a one and done here. Sharky got a good deal on these. Take advantage. Price is extremely affordable for something like this. We compared this to other esports leagues, and it's way cheaper. So jump in. It's great colors, great design. I'm not good enough to own one of these, to be honest, but I wish I were. But,
well, that's the great thing, Bidwell, is that's for anybody that's going out to Portland. You don't have to necessarily be the best in the world to get it. Even you, Christopher Bidwell, can get your name on the back. Yeah, you. Yeah, even you. Yeah, anybody.
All right, I'll compromise. I'll put poser on the back where it says player name.
No, there you go. So whatever name you want to put on there, all you got to do is just use !jersey. The link is tinyurl.com/CTWC jersey 23 to fill out the Google form. More details to come on how you can pay for it. And for those that are just staying at home, there'll be details later on, perhaps of how you can get yours shipped as well. So stay tuned to this channel and the Discord, of course, for more information on how to get your name on the jersey. With that said, Mr. Christopher Bidwell, time to take our 60-second ad break. And of course, we always have time to tell a wonderful story here in the world of Classic Tetris. And I think since we had Vince coming in last week and he talked about the legend of Thor Ackland during the break, I think it's time for you to tell us the very first time you got to meet Thor and your impressions about him and his legend. So The floor is yours, Mr. Bidwell. 60 seconds, or maybe a few seconds over. Go right ahead.
First of all, thanks for the sub, Kurzov22. I first met Thor at the 2012 PRGE before they hosted CTWC. It was at a parking garage across the street from a hotel, down the street from a convention center. Him and Robin were promoting the upcoming film Ecstasy of Order. And I think I got to ask a question and talk about the strategy of the NWC cartridge. Thor is very gracious, and they both signed a poster for Ecstasy of Order, which I still have, and I have on display behind me if you ever catch me stream, which isn't as common these days as the old days. But I've really looking forward to. And I also was on a panel with Thor in 2015 at PRGE. They had me come in as a kind of a panel host because I had been in NWC 2015, and Robin was there on the panel and Thor was there on the panel, and it was a great honor to share a stage with such a legend like that. And I'm glad he's still kicking around. I'm glad I got to see him last year. I'm glad he's doing well. He's had some rough patches in the past 3 years, so if you ever get to see him, go say hi. He's a gracious dude, and glad he still sticks around, and I hope that we can pay homage to him in the future as well, as because he is, in my book, the original classic Tetris champion. He's just as important as Jonas and the others. So that's a minute, right?
Indeed. Very well done.
Oh yeah, Vince is that other guy in the panel. Dozens of people paid admission to see Vince on that panel.
Really dozens. That sounds like it's maybe 6 too many, gotta say.
Yeah, more than the 3 that came to see me, because they put my picture in the program and everything like that. But
well, maybe they got a deal.
Wanted my autograph. It was kind of cool. It was a nice moment.
Well, maybe they got a deal, right? It was like a 2-for-1 special that like you get Vince and you get Bidwell on the side. That could have been the case.
Yep.
All right, so players, we are. Oh, go ahead, Chris. Yeah.
Practicing those T-spins.
Very nice, yeah. Very cheeky by Alex. All right, Chris, we are getting set. It is game number 6. We are past the halfway marker of this one. And players know what they got to do. Jeff has done it. He's won the series outright in both the games and the sets. Alex is going to look to try to maybe get some personal goals and finish the night strong. Count them down, Chris, for game.
All right. Seed Electronics Boutique in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
And of course, if you don't mind just taking the comms for a little bit, I'm going to step away for about 60 seconds.
All right, so here we go. All red start. And some more clone Tris here. Look at this. And I think with that square, Alex finally broke the streak. But wait, kind of a big drought to start with. But both players score the Tetris early on. Jeff scoring a second one, and now he's cheesed up. Alex is going to... Well, I guess he's not going to take a lead yet because he's so far behind in pieces. Ties it up with that Tetris. And Jeff not getting a single line. His board is so cheesed up, but he's dirty on row 5. Knocks down the dirty Tetris. And he's going to set up another one. Wow. 2 dirty Tetrises for Jeff Moore to get nearly to the 100,000 point threshold. Alex has taken advantage. He's at 116. And another dirty Tetris setup for Jeff is like, I've already won this thing. I'm going to go crazy here. And the P sequence plays out, but that's also talent and skill and experience. That is not how you're supposed to play the game. And somehow Jeff Moore bangs down at least 3, if not 4 dirty Tetrises to get this well back into a semi-normal position. But now he's going to play well dancing. Now he's working on a column 7 well. And now Alex is a little in danger here. Going to uncover it. He's going to knock down the Tetris with 2 Minos short at the bottom. He's going to get the triple. He's going to work out of this. So 192, 176, yet another game without a false start. 6 for 6 so far, gents. Way to go. Jeff played a little wild on this one. Got back to the bottom, and now again he's halfway up the board. Not gonna see him press down much right here. Ooh, and he misses that Z. Up. Jeff. If he can get the P sequence, that's a big if though. And stream is frozen, and Jeff's going to top out, and Alex is going to take his first game of the match. Not sure if he wants to mull this one out. It's still pretty early.
Well, it's at the discretion of the player there, right, Bidwell? So if he'd like to continue on at the 56 line marker, but as Bidwell has mentioned, you are good, Alex. Bit of a dirty. I don't know if it was a triple or a Tetris. I think it was a Tetris. Yeah, definitely dirty Tetris.
Is he shaking his head like he's going? Let's go, Alex Kerr. Look at this 30 setup. Oh, hell yeah. Bang! I just wanted to take that just to
Why not?
show that he could do it. I like
Absolutely.
it. I like it.
Well done. Alex on the board. So 5-1. Clearly Jeff will still get the night regardless, but on the board, that's a feels good moment there if you are Alex Kerr, and we were going to move on to the next seed. That was EB. We're going to move on to FC or Famicom, as Bidwell had mentioned earlier tonight.
Also, there's 2 FCs in this seed. Interesting. Double Famicoms. Count them down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Or the Sharp Famicom Twin. Another unit I do not own. I'm sure everybody's riveted to hear about my obscure game collection. Talk about my Apple Pippin.
We can talk about
Look,
Crafty
there's
Kim.
Crafty Kim. Let's talk about Crafty Kim. That's way more interesting than stupid video games.
Yes. Because you're just skipping along. Love to see her. For a fellow max outer there, Bidwell. So,
Wow.
another person that has achieved a great moment in gaming history that you still have not.
I have not. And I tried playing earlier this evening, and I got nowhere.
That's okay. Everybody's got to start somewhere, right? So you're.
I started 30 years ago, 40 years ago.
Well, I wouldn't go broadcasting that to the world. So.
Too late.
Jeff having a hoot about that one. He likes it. Laughing at Bidwell's misfortunes in the world of classic Tetris. 52,000 for Jeff. 34,000 for Alex.
Higgins actually cares about my game collection and asks, what is the stupidest game I own? That would be The Wacky World of Miniature Golf starring Eugene Levy for the Philips CDI.
Oh my god. First of all, why do you even have the CDI? How dare you?
Because, yeah, of course I have to have the CDI. But if you've ever seen the Game Grumps episode where they play that classic, I donated a copy to the show for that. And that is my greatest pop culture relevant moment of my life. Bringing that game into the pop culture lexicon is atrocious. It is... you feel bad for Eugene Levy for having to do that game. This is kind of in his low spot before he kind of got popular again. But it's pretty. If it's a fun time for about 10 minutes until you get frustrated with how terrible the game itself is. You want to break the machine. So,
Much like this game.
hello, Larva.
Much like this game in general, yes.
Yes.
Now
Sounds
Higgins,
even worse than Hatchets. Yes.
now Higgins doesn't know, but
Indeed.
there's a fun fact about Bidwell. Bidwell is like one of the 7 people in the world that own Plumbers Don't Wear Ties.
I don't know that one, King.
Oh, how dare you?
Sorry to
You're such a
try
liar.
to ruin my mystique.
You're a liar. You're a liar. But, Higgins has to probably know. He has to know. I can't believe he wouldn't.
That indeed is another terrible one. But back to the Tetris, of course. We don't want to talk about bad video games. We're talking about good video games like this one. 247 Jeff, 207 Alex, and Alex also playing around at the center wells. He's going to transfer that back to column 1 here. But again, the line differential, I'd say the pace is making this game again a close one. That could break TOS to talk about. Well, you could probably talk about Players Don't Wear Ties, but if you played it on Twitch, you could probably be banned.
Well, we most certainly don't want to get banned, without question.
No, we don't need that.
Well, if you like Higgins, I'm surprised you don't even know that one either. Just go ahead and Google that. I believe that was for the CDI as well. It's a very
3DO.
obscure 3DO. Thank you. It's a very obscure game, and let's put it this way. I mean, we'll give a cheap plug to the Angry Video Game Nerd. You just Google that, and you'll enjoy that.
Back in the early 2000s, back when forums were a thing that mattered. One of the forums I visited, the Digital Press forums, they actually found the actress who played in that game, and
oh wow,
they told her that that's considered one of the worst games of all time, and she took that as kind of a weird thing of pride. And they've talked about re-releasing that through limited run games, but it hasn't come to fruition just yet. But maybe I drop $60 on a Nintendo Switch copy of that game just for the absurdity of it, but we'll see when that actually becomes available.
Almost certainly. I mean, I think that kind of goes hand in hand with a lot of other obscure meme type of things that have like cult followings. Again, if we're gonna go into the movie realm, what was the name of that movie? I think it was the Doors or something like that. Not that one. With Tommy Wiseau, I can't remember.
Oh, The Room.
The Room. Thank you. Right. I knew it had to do something. The Room. Right.
Yep.
It's considered like one of the worst films ever made, but it just has that cult following of like people wanting to see it because
nice
of how bad
by
it
Alex
is.
Kerr.
Of course, Bidwell making sure that he's keeping the YouTube fans happy by talking about the game.
Yep. Well, I can do both. Multi-talented here.
But that was that's kind of the point I'm leading to, is that there's that charm about bad games or bad movies that people just gravitate to.
Both these gentlemen are in the Vegas area, and if you're familiar with Neil Breen's work, he's also from the Vegas area, and he makes atrocious films. And it's pretty amazing on its own level. When you see the person who's the writer, the director, the cinematographer, the producer, like when he puts himself in several of the categories in the credits, it's a quality piece of work that you're going to watch. And Alex is nodding in agreement.
From the Vegas area, so they'll confirm that. What we can confirm is we have a good game now, so we'll talk about that before YouTube has a riot. 570 for Jeff, 459 for Alex. Alex still has not transitioned yet. He's 3 lines away, and he's going to have to do it. Yes, that T is going to be very helpful. Keep the column 9 open for the lumbar. Bang! Tetris. There we go, Bidwell. 485 to 598. Sir, very large lead for our friend, but he's also having some misdrops and 2 levels ahead.
Again, the 20-line threshold, it's pretty consistent with the press down. And I think with the qualifiers coming up in Portland, you can see how much time difference that 20 lines makes. Perhaps our players who are looking to get that edge for a top seed might start utilizing that press down strat. Oh boy, Alex gets it over, but sells out the board a bit. Maybe that gives a player that edge, that 1 extra max out. If players are consistently getting 13, 14 max out of a 2-hour period, maybe that press down difference could push one player to 15 or higher and garner that number 1 seed. Be interesting.
Yeah, no, I'm sure we'll see more of that happening. Alex, great survival. Oh, what a line spin from Alex. Oh, my word.
Nice.
What a solve there from him, Bidwell. Very risky bisky, and he absolutely went all in. And a Tetris for the reward. 572 for Kitaru Kerr, and his 687 for Jeff. The crowd went wild with that one.
Playing aggressive, King.
Love it.
Gets another one. Yes. The Quaid style. The center well lives. And Jeff Moore is inspired. This lead is 100,000 points, but if Alex plays this right, he's going to catch up. He has enough runway.
Another Tetris for Jeff. He'll go to 756. Gets the lumbar all the way to the left side. He wants one more.
60,000 point deficit. And Alex again playing aggressive. Gets the well transfer too. We're at 761, 722. But again, the 20 line difference. This is Alex's best game yet in this series.
And then X are out. Pace-wise, it's close. Alex. Plenty of time left.
King.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
feeling it, King.
He's in the zone. Look at him go. Jeff already on 28. He can get 2 Tetrises in. Here's one. Begarang to go to 869. Hey now. He wants one more. Here it comes. There, we go to 905.
905.
Alex.
You get anything else over there? He's going to get another single. 906.
The
Alex
target.
Kerr needs a 907. And with this Tetris, this is certainly doable. He needs about 3 Tetrises. He has 16 lines to do it.
What a delayed burn in the long bar for the score.
There we go.
867 for Alex. His highest score is a 975 in this series.
Well, let's just worry about the win first. He's got 8 lines to go. He's Tetris ready. There it is. 911. He's got it. Mulling this out, Alex Kerr. You've won 2 in a row. 947.
Wow.
Shakes the fist.
How
Wow.
about that? Oh, my word. What a game from Alex.
Man, good stuff.
Tremendous job. He's made a statement these last 2 games here, Chris. Take advantage of Jev in the last one with the hardships of some play. And this one, Jev thought maybe 906 going to be good enough. That was his high score of the night. Alex trumps it and says, I gotcha. I ain't dead in the water. Wow. What a game number 7 that one was.
Man, the commercial break, man, just re-energized Alex there. That or the Plumbers Don't Wear Tie Talk. One of the two.
Oh, certainly. I think Alex is going to go check it out. Right after this, he's going to go watch that ABGN episode, I'll tell you.
So we have another cursed seed here.
I have a 0D. It's going to be coming up now.
0D. I'm going to call it OD. That's unfortunate.
I guess you're a Garfield fan.
We've got Alex is doing his fingers here. He's typing something in. Up. They're putting out Plumbers Remastered with a bunch of interviews. And, yep, they've talked about it for a while, and it is a everything 90s is nostalgic, even our trashiest trash.
Of course. Love it. As much as I love this game too. Wow, what?
Oh yeah.
Tremendous. Best game of the
Plumbers
night.
Talk is helping Kitaru, so why not keep it up?
And he saw the
Here we
trailer
go.
too. Go ahead, Bidwell. Count them down.
3,
It's game number 8.
3, 2, 1 Tetris.
It is game number 71 overall. We're going to 72 tonight. And then we got 2 more. It's going to be 80. What am I saying? This is game number 80. I'm like a week behind. This is game number 80. We're about to go to 81 as our last one for the evening. So this is game number 80. So Bidwell, we got 19 more to go. Wow. What a way to make a statement on game number 80 there for Alex.
2 more weeks and Alex ain't dead. Like, you're putting up 900,000s. I don't know. Ben, I think, had 1 max out last year.
No, he did not get a max
didn't
out.
get a single one. Okay.
No, Ben had about a 2 away, I think. He had like about a 9. I had to go back and look. I actually had that in the stat that I posted. He had like a 940 or 950. He had a really good game, but it wasn't good enough to even beat Jev. Jev actually had like
right.
Like a 970, like a near max out in that game. But Alex, for anything other than that, his 900K games have been winners so far. He had a 975 that was a near winner. He's got that 900 we just saw. He's had, I think, a couple of other, maybe at least 1 more 900 if I have to go back and look.
Impressive. Jeff
impressive.
is playing this. Like, he's building on top of these spires and not selling out his board. He's trying to score Tetrises still. And he finally covers up the well, but there he goes. Look, tremendous. That is a aggro as F right there.
Yeah, no, he did very nicely done. And he's going to transfer it over the well. Said enough of that. Shenanigans going to stick to that right well I love so much. 186 for Jev. Tetris for Alex to go to 187. So early neck and neck here.
8 for 8. No,
Yes.
no false starts again. This is tremendous. I gotta say, this might be the series of the summer.
I don't know how I'm going to tap it next year, Bidwell. This is a damn good one.
don't know. Maybe you have to go back to Trump Plaza next year and save yourself some money.
No.
After WrestleMania 3, it can't top that sometimes. You have to dial it back a bit.
Perhaps, yeah.
This is the third one, so it makes sense. This is your Hulk Andre.
This is true, right?
Look at this, 258, 240.
Very tight game. Number 8 right now. It's game number 80 overall in the series. For those just joining, Jeff has won the big one. He has taken the games and the sets overall. He'll win the night tonight. Alex, at this point, like, I got no fear, baby. Let's do this. Maybe trying to get a goal of a max. He's come so close.
Yeah.
Never had a
Shout
competitive
out to,
max up.
To Draco, Storm, and Norman for literally saving the bell. I forgot to pack mine to Hartford, and it would have been quite less of a show had we not had that max out bell, which he promptly left. So I'll get it back to him if I see him in Portland.
He said he most likely will be there, yes.
So that's good news. The bell will be back in safe hands.
And now we're hoping that a long bar can get Alex back into safe hands. Going to take a nice triple there with the L. Good dash control for him to stay alive.
He's feeling it.
Just need some helpful pieces to figure this out. No bars at all.
And,
what a shock.
Oh boy. That's going to probably do it. Jeff Moore is going to take game 6 here.
Jeff will take his 6th of the night. Game number 8 is completed. Sir, you are good. And doubtful Jeff will mull this up. Maybe just get that last Tetris down the Jersey Turnpike. At 405 through 104. Not a bad game. Definitely, again, on that 500K pace. And Alex saying he remembers his other smart Alec comment. Plumber's stream on Kick. Wow. Are we allowed to talk about that here? Oh, no.
That's the problem. That we didn't talk about Plumbers were ties more last game.
Well, what I can talk about is that our game number 81, the 9th one of the night, will start us off with a seed 1E. So players, you can increment that for those playing on YouTube at home. It's 1E34FC. Is the full seed if you'd like to play along and see how well you do with the pros.
With the green tea and the vitamin water, I don't know if chemistry in Alex's stomach can contain that explosion of vitamins and nutrients. But here we go. Final game of the evening in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
Who knows here, Bidwell? Maybe Alex is giving a precursor to Jeff's next opponent for season 4. If he wants to come back, maybe drinking a little green beverage there. Might be summoning someone else.
Wow. That's a big giveaway.
It's a little teaser.
If you can pull that off, Mr. Booker, man, you'll win Booker of the Year for sure. 5 stars, Tokyo Dome.
Alex is nodding his head like, ooh, I want to watch that.
Let's see. Let's at least get this 9 for 9 for no false starts here.
Sharky coming up with a good one. I mean, yeah.
Oh. Could you imagine the smack talk? You'd have to have mics for that one.
I'm not gonna mic up there. We're not allowed to curse on Classic Tetris. What the hell? Although we could probably come up with like a nice little stipulation. The winner has to buy the loser, or the loser buys the winner PBRs for a month.
Right, or you have the private Discord going. You know, not on Twitch, not on YouTube. That's that maybe make that a premium subscription thing that you can plug into.
Right.
Yeah, we monetize that stuff
without question. Shucky darn.
So we've done it, King. We've done it. 9 for 9.
Yep.
Well, they've done it. I haven't done a thing. I've just cheered them on.
You have. You're doing the Lord's work there. Thank you very much, Chris Bidwell. But yeah, 9 for 9. So no full stars, no wonky mess up of a seed or anything like that. They played very clean, and this perhaps Bidwell. The scoreboard doesn't do it really any justice of what's happened tonight. Alex with a couple of early top outs, and I think Jeff had one as well. But for the most part, there's been some really riveting games here, and thoroughly enjoyed.
There's that game 3 with Jeff topped out at 705, I believe, and Alex was well on his way, and one small misdrop, when he could have lined it out. Could have made this a little more interesting evening, but it has been Jeff's night again. But a 6-3, if Alex does pull this one out, not the huge blowout. Definitely some pride here for Alex.
That's in for him. I go to 231. Jeff at 267. We're at the halfway marker of level 18. Jeff's going to slam another one. 313 at 71. Off to a really good start as usual. Nice placement of the S for Alex. But then
he kind of made his little indecision there from Alex Kerr. Going to get the Tetris, but now he's got a 2-line solve here.
On bars help start to give him the right way to resolve this mess. 262 for him, 343. Add another Tetris for Jeff. He'll go to 366. He's on a tear Bidwell. He's looking to close out the night. Part of your keys to victory was let's see some max outs, and I think he's trying to.
Oh, Alex, come on, get it over. Oh boy. Can he get anything to the right? That's going to be it. Jeff Moore is going to take game number 9. Take this series 7-2. Take the set 6-3. And that is his 56th victory, if my math is correct.
Your math is correct, yes. Coming in at
Oh
49.
I have my moments.
Yeah, came in at 49. Add the 7. Carry the 1. It is 56. And certainly, if you're Alex, now the road is. He's got 2 more weeks left to go. Jeff, finish this out, man. Let's see you finish this one out strong. Let's get maybe max out city. But the goal for Alex right now is just finish strong. Maybe you can get some wins on there. Try to avoid Jeff breaking his record. Jeff, all-time 65 wins last season. He is the all-time record holder in this best of 99 series. He eclipsed Ben Mullen's 63 wins that he had over Louis Scoey the year prior in the inaugural event. So Jeff currently is at 56. He has to win 9 more games, Bidwell, to tie his record from season 2.
It's certainly doable, but it could go either way. Alex does play some secret grade. 540 transition for Jeff Moore. This is super clean, King.
I mean, are we surprised at all, Bidwell?
We're not. No.
This man is so good. He can still play at the highest levels. I know he has toned it down, kind of just comes out to do these special events for me, which is really super nice of him to do that. He could always just say, no, I don't want to do it. But I always just try to like guilt trip him, Bidwell. I kind of be like, oh, but it's Alex Kerr. Why would you not want to play with Alex, right? We don't care about the fans.
No.
No. Just say, but it's Alex Kerr. Why would you not want to play with him? Oh, Alex is going to play? Oh, okay, I'll play. I always try to sneak that in there with him, Bidwell. But no, in all honesty, he's always so super nice that he says, yeah, I want to play, dude. I want to play. And this is kind of like, this format works best for him, that he could just, like, okay, just tell me when I got to play. I'll just show up, turn the thing on, let's go.
But these pieces have just been spectacular and perfect. 689 at 168. That million points is within sight. Of course, the long bar drought is not helping. And he gets one, knocks it down. Alex's secret grade's getting up to height 15 here.
Now, if they played a best of 99 in secret grade, Alex would be 50-0.
Yeah. Come on, game. Give Jeff the line piece. Oh, Jeff Moore. He had it, and he couldn't get it over. Lost his DAS.
Didn't just give him 1, I gave him 2. But
Gave him 2 just to slap him in the face.
well done for Jeff, though. He has done it. He will take the night, as Bidwell mentioned, and as well as the series overall in games and sets. So congratulations to you, Jeff. Excellent job. 7-2 is the final score, and let's ring the bell to make it official. So there you have it. Congratulations to that man from Las Vegas. We're going to head on over to the winners. Actually, they're both from Las Vegas, but the man on the left is your...
Left Vegas.
Yes, left Vegas. Thank you, Bidwell. So let's head on over to that winner scene. And there he is. The boom! Tetris to Jeff, the iconic player that you all know and love. 2016 CTWC finalist. Man that is tied for the most DAS max outs in a qualifying setting with 4 overall. And of course, former Twitch TV champion here, Bidwell. He is also a champion in the Friendlies universe. And there it is. Oh, he's going to get the celebratory hug. Daddy, you did it! Yay! I love you, Daddy. You're the best in the world. We all know that. Congratulations, Mr. Jeff Moore. You've done it again, sir. You are truly the best in the world. And he doesn't have to shout out in front of us here, Bidwell. It's real class.
Love it. Oh, man.
All right.
A little goofier pro wrestling bit to end off the night after the Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt incidents from the past week. So
of course, yeah. Always
keep it lighthearted.
Indeed. So Alex confirming it's been a blast. Well, Alex, we still got 2 weeks to go, man. We're not done. We play it all the way through. We still got 18 more games. So certainly we'll see you next Wednesday for more fun. You know, you may have lost the battle, you may have lost the war, but you certainly haven't lost any fans in their hearts. So we keep going. We keep going. 2 final weeks. Goal, maybe see a max out from Alex Kerr in competition live. That would be tremendous. He's got all the chops here, Bidwell. I mean, he gave us quite a show, and his 19. I love the aggression. It's a new Alex Kerr, I think. And as Jeff mentioned, he says aggressive Alex is super scary. I think the opponents he'd be placing off at CTWC would agree.
Absolutely. Like he's done in the past. I think he's got another good run in him before he hangs up the controller.
So there you have it. That is the end of this one. So thank you so much to the players, of course, for doing this and agreeing to hang out with us all summer long. We got 2 more weeks to go, as mentioned. So make sure you all come back and have some more fun with that. I'd like to thank Chris Bidwell, of course, for hanging out with me, calling the 99 games, because it's a lot of fun to do that with you, sir. And wouldn't do it with anybody else. Although when you step away, it's okay that Ben and Vince can come in.
And Vince, yeah, you know, I actually do have friends outside of this world, so I have to keep up with them as well. So I do apologize for missing last week, but I still love doing this every summer with the King.
Imagine that. You actually have friends, Bidwell? I can't believe.
Wait, isn't that weird?
That is really weird.
So weird.
And I'd like to thank all you, the viewers, because without you, then we don't do this show. Plain and simple. All right, Bidwell, that is it from us. We are calling it a night, and usually I would like to raid Mr. Alex Kerr because he doesn't play and stream that much. But, you know, tonight we're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to send the party to someone that we would love to see at CTWC because he's a pretty good player, but he is someone that warms every person's heart. And that's our good friend Pollo Salazar. Oh. He is streaming, Bidwell. He's trying to do his fundraising thing. So we want to throw the party over there for all of you. If you can spare whatever loose change. Out, yes. Yeah. Spare some loose change for our friend. He is a huge fan of classic Tetris. He wants to be at these events, and he's so well liked in the community. Try to help him out. Whatever you can do, whether you give him $1, $100, $1,000, whatever.
He's got some crazy scheme where he's gonna buy coffee for people who donate the most or something. Like,
yes, yeah, it's like coffee with Pollo. That's kind of what I led into with like ice cream with Jeff. If Jeff needs some help getting fundraising there too. I mean, imagine the line out the door to have ice cream with Jeff. Well, sit down and have some coffee with Pollo because anybody that's helping to fundraise for him, he'll sit down and have that delicious cup of coffee with you. And thanks, Doge, for the sub to Kataru, so now he doesn't have to watch the ads and listen to Bidwell stories all the time. That's great. Vince is down.
They'll make the break double one, so you don't have to listen to me.
Indeed.
But
and Vince is down for ice cream with Jeb, so there you go, Vince. You know what to do. Send some money over there. I mean, least you could do for ruining him. Shirking him out of those royalties with a Boom Touch with Jeff shirt. No, I'm kidding.
wow.
Wow. I get fired immediately. That's the last of the best of 99 you'll ever see on this channel. But anyway, let's head on over there. It is time. Let's go wish Pollo well, and please, yeah, if you can, anything you can do, bits, subs, whatever, contribute to his tip fund, all that stuff. He'll go over with you. For Chris Bidwell, this is the King, signing off.